On a laptop and you bring him up, you'll be able to hear his side of the conversation too. It's kind of a messed up way of doing things, but we're actually having kind of a discussion about the entire Black Ops 3 beta before we go in and start playing. Um, so I admit, whenever I go into a game, the thing that I see most people playing as the Outrider, and I admit it's the first thing I was attracted to playing to myself. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, Blazing Gamer asked what the website was called again. It's charlieintel.com. And it's pretty much just all Call of Duty news. Yeah, I have to admit, I have never had a chance to like actually hit the bow myself, and I end up using that vision pulse to reveal where the enemies are. I find myself playing a lot more defensively. And that's based off really the weapons that are available to you at the beginning of the game. I haven't really put as much time into it as other people have at this point in it. So I've only got like a couple of weapons unlocked. In my assault class, I have the Arc 7, which I almost have to level 6. I have the Man of War, which I have almost to level 5. And then I'll be honest, everything after that, this HVK, the Shiva, the M8A7, and the XR2, I'm not really interested in any of them. I mean, the XR2 looks like it might have some promise, but the rest don't really seem to be super appealing to me. The XR2, it's like the last assault rifle you actually get before you get to that classified one. You know, it's got a good high rate of damage, and the accuracy is pretty good on it, which you know you could make even better with like a red dot and grip or whatever. Well, see, that's yeah, but that's just it. Like just looking at like the stats on a lot of these weapons, I'm not really that they're not that appealing to me. The nail guns look kind of cool. Call of Duty does have a habit of putting in kind of god guns. I don't think Advanced Warfare really had that. I don't think that there was really that much variation between. How do you find out what time the free beta starts? That I have no clue. I mean, you might be able to find it on Twitter, maybe. I really don't know. Um, do you remember any god guns in Advanced Warfare? Because I really don't. I mean, it seems like even the legendary guns weren't really god guns. They were variations, you know, sure, but none of them was like super OP. Dave? Yep. Let's see. Gamer says the irons and the ohm. I never really tried the ohm. I wasn't really that attracted to the energy weapons. I pretty much used my insanity variant. As soon as I got it, that was like the only gun I used after that. That's true. That's true. A lot of times I'm like doing that rush for prestige, especially when I'm doing, you know, when I'm going for that first prestige. I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. So pretty much for that entire prestige level, I will go with like one set of guns, or maybe two. You know, an SMG class for close quarters combat, and then an assault rifle class for a little bit longer range. Let's see. Blazing Gamer says the gun he uses is the KF5. I kind of stopped playing Advanced Warfare a couple of months back altogether. I went over to Battlefield 4, and I just never came back. This is the first time I've been back in a while. A buddy of mine gave me a guest code, so I, you know, got to try out the beta from the beginning. The very rocky beginning. Oh man, that launch was just so fucked up. Oh, sorry. I probably can't say that on my channel, but yeah, that was not a good start. Okay, so what do you think about... Yeah, let's go ahead. Well, I was going to ask you, the score streaks are pretty much, you know, eh. I don't think there's really a lot to say about the score streaks. I mean, the high power ones are really fucking high powered, and there I go again. And ASM1 Speakeasy. Yeah, that actually is a gun. I think a lot of people used the Speakeasy, didn't they? Because that just big, huge barrel drum. Yeah. That's true, and that's the thing about Advanced Warfare that turned me off and sent me over to Battlefield 4. I mean, yes, Battlefield has battle packs, but the advanced supply drops were just getting crazy. I mean, every video you would see from a gamer on YouTube is all advanced supply drops. And okay, so they were getting ready to drop those new weapons, right? The AK variant, and there were like a couple other ones. And they were supposed to drop them a couple days ago, I believe, and instead they decided to hold off until the Black Ops 3 beta's over. But you know that even when those weapons do drop, they're all going to be through advanced supply drops. People are going to like have to go through and do the pay thing to be able to get them, and even when you do that, what are the odds that you're going to get those exact weapons? It just, dude, that just turned me off from Call of Duty so much. I haven't really played the Bare Fist. Like I said, when I walked away from Advanced Warfare, I just haven't really gone back. I don't even have it installed on my Xbox anymore. I switched over to Battlefield, and I've just been loving the hell out of it, to be honest. The summer patch is getting ready to drop here at the end of September, I believe it is, and I'm looking forward to the night maps and everything. So, my buddy, who I am talking to through the comm set, he's in on the conversation and he's in the room, but he's not typing into the chat. He's actually talking to me on the headset. He plays a lot of Call of Duty, so he might know about the Goliath and the Bare Fist a bit more than I do. You don't? Okay, so when you start the game, the first weapons you have are the Arc 7. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go through the Kuda, I believe it is, for your SMG. Why don't we just talk about these two classes first before we go any further? What do you think about the loadouts that you're offered, like, just from the beginning? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I've played quite a bit with the Man of War, and I have to say that I have good luck with it. When it hits hard, but the rate of fire with it is so slow. I think that the one thing it could really improve with is a rate of fire buff to give it just a little bit more than what it has. Now, I know that you can probably go through with, let's see, rapid fire and increase that, but just from the get-go, yeah, there's not very much, you know, as far as the rate of fire goes. It's real slow. Well, well, that's true. And I was getting ready to say, it seems like you're absolutely right. You know, high rate of damage, low recoil. Just seems that it doesn't really seem to have that low of a recoil to me. And then I thought, no, I take that back. The recoil on it is pretty low. Have you played with any of the SMGs? Because I remember that, like, when we used to go through and play Black Ops 2 originally, you loved the SMG classes. Mm-hmm.